So there's a few things that I don't like about the BP51s that we've currently got. Now, as we sit on the track now, the car itself is a lot higher in the back than it is the front. So what we've had to do with the kit is actually preload the front springs to give more lift in the front. However, a few of the issues with doing that is that you'll never quite get a perfectly flat ride, plus it'll be really stiff in the front, which is what we found. Plus your CV angles will increase because you are lifting the front without doing a diff drop to get that flatter car. When we're towing, it does sit a lot nicer because obviously you've got the ball weight of the van, but yeah, the issues that have come with preloading the shocks so far is that it's really stiff in the front. When we do lift a wheel off-road, the articulation just isn't there because there's less droop. So like I said, when we do lift the wheel, the CV angle does increase a lot more. And with the IFS vehicles, what I'm most worried about is because we are running slightly bigger tires, when we lift the wheel in the air, the wheel starts to spin because obviously it's in the air, there's no restriction on it. And then because the CV angles are so steep, when we come back down, because the CV angle is very vulnerable in that steep position, it'll just grab and then just crack a CV. And for us, like, we're not sort of in the game for that sort of reason, for them sort of repairs. So I try to avoid any major damage with the vehicle. So that's the first thing. But also one thing I noticed with preloading the BP51s is that when you preload it up, sometimes the upper control arm that we're running would grab on the spring. If we were turning a certain way and we go over a steep bump, it would make this like really aggressive jolting noise, like it was metal on metal. You couldn't avoid it because it was just the upper control arm just touching the spring as it sort of works in the suspension. But yeah, not ideal. So all those issues sort of stemmed from having a suspension lift that was sort of nose down from the get-go. And the last thing is when we were on road, the car was quite boaty, so it would lean over like a boat. And I actually, I kept thinking that it was a KDSS issue, which is what this car is fitted with. But the guys up at Packard's are telling me that it's not a KDSS issue at all. So there are a few of the things that we had with the BP51s that we weren't 100% happy about. Again, they were really comfy, soft suspension, and they were super hard to adjust the rebound on the shocks. You have to use a certain tool, and it was all hidden and tucked away the way it's set up, so it's not ideal for adjustability either. It was in the too hard basket to get under there and adjust anything. So there are the few of the things that were my pet peeves with the BPs, but again, they weren't a bad suspension. It didn't break all over Australia. So yeah, there are a few things I found. Radio, I'm back out in the bush and I've had the Superior 3-inch 3,900 kilogram GVM upgrade in the car for about a week now. And I want to share with you guys some of the key findings, I guess, and reveal how much lift we've actually got all up. And yeah, it is an impressive bit of kit, and there's some surprising things that have happened to the car that I wasn't expecting. I knew the ride was going to be stiffer, however, I didn't realise that putting different shocks and springs and all the control arms and whatnot in the car was going to eliminate my boatiness feeling. I actually thought that was a KDSS issue, which is the hydraulic system that comes standard in this vehicle. The car handles like a freaking V8 supercar now, and the reason for that is because the shocks are actually handling the weight a lot better. Now, don't get me wrong, the car is still really, really comfortable. It has stiffened it up. However, instead of me going over a speed bump and then the rear end sort of bouncing for 2 cycles before it sort of straightens itself out, at the moment, we go over a speed bump and it just absorbs all of that movement, which is something that I've been chasing for a long time. And hopefully when we're towing, I haven't towed with it yet, but hopefully it stops that sort of porpoising with the van on as well. So there's a few things. The car is legal now, which is crazy because, you know, for looks, the car is a lot higher, and I'll get into how much height we've gained in a minute. On road, it doesn't lean over into corners as much. I knew it would be stiffer. However, I didn't think it was possible to retain that comfortable ride, plus making it less boaty. The car is 3 inches lifted now, and the funniest thing is the 3-inch lift looks like it belongs on this car. The 2-inch lift, I believe, didn't really even look like the car was lifted. So Aesthetically, this car looks the part now. I actually think the 3-inch lift looks incredibly well suited. It's not ridiculous. The coolest part about it is we're higher, but we're more legal than before. So this car is fully legal now with this tyre size and this lift combo in WA, and in other states you can go even bigger tyres with the superior engineering kits and still be legal. But in WA, we're a bit of a nana state when it comes to lifting vehicles. I reckon it looks great, it handles great. We're going to get way more flex now because obviously we've got longer travel shocks, and would you believe that we're even higher in the front on this IFS vehicle, but with the superior engineering 40mm diff drop, our CVs are actually in better shape, a lot flatter than they were on the 2-inch lift. So again, that's another added bonus there, guys, that, you know, I wasn't expecting to have better CV angles with a bigger lift, but that 40mm diff drop kit has done the wonders there. So I'm absolutely stoked with that. There's less chances of us actually breaking CVs now, especially with all that horsepower that G-Turbo's package has given us. So bigger tyres, big CV angles equals breakages. Now we've eliminated that issue. Not saying that we won't snap any CVs, I'm just saying it's going to be less likely with flatter CVs, which is amazing. In terms with the articulation of the car, we haven't tested it yet. I know that I'm going to get more flex out of this kit because obviously the shocks are a lot more longer travel. And if you did want a kit like this, make sure you give Packards a ring. And if you're not in WA, make sure you hit up Superior Engineering, because like I said, they've done all the testing, the compliance testing that needs to happen to make these kits legal in your states. So you can't just bang this kit in your car and it be fully legal. There's a certain avenue you have to go down, and there is an avenue that makes it fully legal. So they are the guys for you. Go down and say good day to those guys. Tell them we sent you. I don't know if they'll give you a discount or not, but yeah, couldn't be happier a week later with our kit. And this build series is getting a little bit out of hand. Leroy is now making 440 wheel horsepower. So for you flywheel guys, that's up there closer to 600 horsepower at the flywheel. It's making just under 1,100 Newton meters, and now it's sitting legally on a 3-inch lift. Yeah, I didn't think Leroy could get any better, but it is proving me wrong. Now, let us know in the comments below, what do you reckon? Does it look sick? I think it looks unbelievable, the stance on it now, and it's something that I wish I had done a lot earlier, but what we're doing next in the build series is going to be epic as well. Let us know what you guys want to see. It has to have a full revamp on the electrical system, of course, so that's definitely happening. Maybe new rims, who knows? New wheels. Yeah, bar work, I don't know. Tell us what you guys reckon this car needs now, because to me it's looking pretty unbelievable. But again, we are doing things that we wish we did 3 years ago. So thanks for watching. Shout out to Packards, Superior Engineering, hit them up. See you in the next one.